Greg's turn. We just got a couple. We've sort of got a little bit motivated after we saw the boys with all their fish, and we've got, what do we say, 9, have we?
9 in our
Yeah, we've got 9 in our boat. The boys would have well over 20 now, I'd say. So, it's still not lunchtime. It's 11:35 now. So Greg's just releasing another small one, and we'll endeavour to sort of get back into it again here, I suppose. And Nick's going to see if we can catch one as we speak. Not working yet, no. So we'll shut it down and try and get another one shortly. And Nick has his line in the boat because he wants to eat a sandwich. And the reason behind that is that Tim just had a mouthful of sandwich and he couldn't swallow it because he had a fish on. He's just shoving it back in again. What a beautiful look. Well done, Alan Cal. That's quite as he's been all week with his mouthful of bloody peppered bloody chicken and pickle sandwiches. He's had this thing on for a little while, we don't know what it is. The other boys have caught a couple, and we've got a couple of dewies. We've only been here a short time and hooking right into a few bottom fish. Had a ball this morning, I'm not sure how many barra, but...
That's a barra.
That's a Barramundi.
That's a good barra too, Nick, if you don't mind netting it for me, you prick.
So there you go. He always said when it's raining virgins he cops a poofter, but on this particular occasion he's got a Barramundi.
Yeah,
He's what, tired?
Oh, you sure?
Well, it looks like he's got a barra. This bloke with the net, he just lost a really good mangrove jack on me before.
Right, I'm coming at you now, right? You ready?
And you gotta swipe the net at him too, mate. You gotta move the net forward.
Okay, you ready?
Tell you what, you can tell him bloody 30 times, he just can't get it right.
What?
You've got to get him up to the surface, mate.
He's fucking 2 foot down. Alright, this side.
Get him on top, now drag him. Now we're going to see the team in action. Oh, beautiful to watch.
Only joking with you before.
There you go, he's a nice barra, that one. There you go.
Oh,
So we'll have a few more sangers and then we'll go chasing a few more barra. I reckon he's a little better quality than what we've been up to so far, so hopefully we've got a nice one. And it's MCal that's fired up.
Yeah, check him out, mate.
Oh yeah, he's a nice little fish, isn't he? He's right in the lip too. She's going to be good in this one. Let's see how the net man goes here. Whoa, yeah, drag him forward. Yes, he's in. A little short, sharp jab by the net man and we're in. We'll have a photo as well. Nice one.
Is he
We
right?
can't really hear a drag, but you can see that.
You better start chasing this one, I think, fella.
That's
running out of line. He's
there.
going to spoil me.
We're going with the tide a
You
little
going to chase
bit.
this or what? He's taking a lot of line.
He was right at the boat there.
I'm running out. Mate, so start the motor up, will ya? He's going to spoil me, look.
Ah, you're laughing. Oh, shit. Getting a bit short of line. He had some backing there, but
Not
this
much.
thing, not much left. Two's backing. We're gaining a bit of line on this salmon here. The boys are over the other side. We've just picked up another couple of barra and the salmon and finger mark, and we're thinking of heading back and having a beer.
Starboard side, please.
And there it is, a nice salmon.
He's still got plenty of strength in him.
Still got a bit of grunt, the boy reckons.
Oh, yeah. He's my hardest fighter so far today.
Yeah, they're certainly full, don't they?
Oh, it is.
This one's a blue salmon. And he'll be up in a minute. And here he comes. Not a bad one. So Nick's going to show you how to knock him off with the net. Just like he did with my mangrove jack earlier. About 8 pound mangrove jack, biggest jack I've ever seen.
He will eventually forgive you for that. He won't tell the truth on camera, will he?
Yeah, right.
It's my story and I'm sticking to it.
Come on, mate, would you like to do something about getting it in? Yeah, we're in good chance. I reckon we'll be in with a showy very shortly. Salmon, net.
Might do me drag up a bit more, I think.
No, don't do that. You'll be right, you got him now.
Yeah, I reckon.
He's just hooked on cheek a little, that's why he's made it a little bit easier to... probably is easier to come from the other way, actually. Right, no, he's right. Beautiful.
What one at the Barra? No, the, what do you call it?
We're back at camp, boats are in, and the boys are just all observing and admiring the catch for the day, all the catches of the day. 42 Barramundi, I think, was the total in the end. We've cleaned right up on them. Finger mark in there, threadfin salmon, king salmon, flathead. We've had a couple of mangrove jacks on. This bloke here missed his. I don't know what his excuse was, but my excuse was that this bloke here is just useless on a net.
If you hooked it right. But he doesn't hold a grudge stick, he doesn't hold a grudge.
No, it had nothing to do with the netting. It was just one of those things. Bullshit, but anyway. We've got dewies in there too. I think we end up with a couple of dewies and that as well. So some very nice fish. And the recipient of the stubby holder today, the gee whiz, I'm a good fisherman, is this fella here. He's over there videoing. So he scored with a one of these threadfin here, which is a little larger than the others. So we've done very well. Time to clean them up and maybe have a couple of beers. We're going to have barramundi and mud crab for tea, so I might show you a little bit of that later. Do a little bit of work with, but the idea of how to fillet a barramundi, and first cut is just here. Just start it at this area here, go down, put the knife in at the backbone, come along there. Don't try and go too deep. Just go right through to the end, and don't go through until you're right at the end of the tail. And they're the main cuts that you make. I usually do the opposite side as well before I go any further. So then just turn the knife there. Again, just run it down along the back line. And then at the end of the cut, just run it out the tail. Whoop, a bit of the tail. It's good for the skinner, gives him something to grip. Then you just do another cut and you bring that down onto the backbone basically. You've just gone through to the backbone. Then you just got to come up over the rib cage, and because we're scaling this brisket area here and leaving it as a brisket, you go up over the rib cage, and then you've got to change the angle of the knife and come back down over that backbone a little bit. And there's your fillet of barramundi, nice clean fillet of barra. And then I'll toss that over there, and then the skinner will get into that. So basically it's the same principle on the other side, just to get the second fillet off. Whoop, bring it up a bit there. So you just go through to the backbone itself, up to the rib cage, up and over the rib cage, then make sure you angle your knife changes, down the rib cage, out through there. That's your other fillet. And then what we do is take this brisket, and there's a little bone there, we flip around that, around another little bone there, and down the belly flap area, just below the bottom of the ribs. Same here, there's a little bone there, you just got to trim around him, and another little bone there, you're just coming under that. Again down the bottom of the ribs, up there, cut it around his bottom there, and then cut out his heart and lungs. And that's the brisket. What you also do then is trim down the centre of the brisket, break it, because there's a little bone right here that'll bugger up your knife. Put your knife in there, wriggle the brisket, trim it through, and you've got a really nice piece of meat that you give to all your grandmothers and all that sort of thing, mother-in-law bits.
Beautiful.
No, they're really nice.
Beautiful
really
in the oven with a bit of onion and...
It is, it's beautiful, just on the bone and that, yep. So that's basically the guts are filled in the barramundi, and that's what you've got left.
That's what goes on the game rod tonight.
Put that on the game rod tonight, and hopefully we'll get ourselves a big groper or something. Rightio, the next process is to skin the barra. Take the skin off, so we've got a skinning knife, quite a large knife, which just makes it easy. The idea is to sort of get yourself started by just trimming a bit back and give yourself something to grip, and then get over the edge of the table. But the secret is to work the fish and the knife to a degree as well, but basically you're working the skin of the fish left and right, and the knife stays pretty still. And that's the skin. You don't get any flesh on it, and that's the end of that. We chuck that over in a little rubbish pile there. And then, even though I don't think it's quite legal, because I don't think you're supposed to keep a fillet under 27 centimetres, but it's a bit silly because we find that to pack a fillet that size, it's a bit of a pain if it's only for one meal. So something that size we usually cut into 3, but what the idea is at the start of the trip, whatever the size of the fillet is you're cutting, make sure you do it, even if they're bigger fish, you cut them to the same size. So we're going to cut that one into, say, 3, and then by the end of the trip, we'll all the bags of fillets, if you're putting 3 bits to a bag, should all be the same size, basically the same size. So either you're putting 2 to a bag or 4 to a bag, we'll work that out in a tick. But from this point, we go into a bucket, which is a little bit dirty here, but we wash the fillets. The bloke is doing the spinning, washes the fillets, brings them over here to a point where we dry them. Get them out here, get a cloth, an old sheet, dry the fillets. Then we have our good friend here and my able assistant, my bag bitch. And well, I don't know, what are we going to do? 2 or what are we up to? 2 or 4? What do you reckon, Bommy?
Oh, 4, I think.
4 to a bag?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that'd be right. This bag's actually only going to have 3 in it because we haven't done 4. But if we do that,
Well, I would have said 3 then, but...
I reckon there's more than that in a bag.
Yeah, but it's just if you get it out for a meal for 1 person, or maybe 2 people, it's probably enough. Probably 4 is a better idea. So we'll do this bag just to show you, and we'll pretend there's 4 in there. We all know there's only 3, so... But you spread the bag out, sort of squeeze the air out of as much as you can, flap the bag over, and then just fold it at this point. Sort of just keep folding it down. Yep. And then we've got a knife here which we just put 2 holes in, and then squeeze as much air out as we can and get this bag as tight as we can, just to squeeze as much air out, and that won't give you any freezer burn then. So then we've got our stapler, which is just here. You just go along here with the stapler and go chonk, 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 chonk. You've got a beautiful bag of barramundi.
We put a big B on that for bomb.
B for bomb.
B?
B for barra, bugger bomb.
I knew that.